But our daily quest is how is VP? How are you? Mmekuwa aje? It's been a minute, a long minute, but I'm hoping you're doing well. Today I am not alone. So the last time we had a visitor here, ni Rendi alikuwa na huyo visitor. So today it's me with the visitor. And not just one, I have 2 visitors. Mtawaona. But before tuanze, I hope mme subscribe, I hope mme like, I hope mme share, because leo it will be so nice. We'll have a beautiful conversation. And like we said, we are real, we are fun, so keep it here. So hi friend.
Hi.
Uko aje?
Niko fiti.
Hebu salimia watu wangu kwanza.
Hi bangers.
A moment of silence. Hi bangers. Niko na jina mpya. Hi bangers. Hi again bangers. So now please tuambie unaitwa nani?
Naitwa Annette. Joseph. Pia wengine wananijua kama Mrs. Ototo. Pia naitwa Mama Izana. Yes.
I love
in
it.
that order.
I love it. Yes. Joseph is your husband?
Joseph is my dad.
Oh.
Mrs. Ototo is my husband.
Ototo is your husband.
The order, yes.
I love it. Ezana is your son or daughter?
Yes, Ezana is our son. Yes.
Oh, I love it. So recently, is it recently or this month, we've been celebrating, let me just say celebrating.
Yes.
Autism Awareness Month.
Yes.
It is the whole of April actually.
Yeah, the whole of April.
But on 2nd of April was now the official Autism Awareness Day. Right?
Yes.
Yes. So please tell us more about your son. That's why we are here, guys. That's why we are here to talk about her life, not just her, but Mr. Ototo is here also. So tutaongea about their life and their child, and we'll be learning a lot. Maybe episode zitakuwa more. Maybe it's not just this one. Sindio?
We'll see.
Let's be authentic.
Yes.
Tell us more about your handsome son.
Yeah. So Izana ni mtoto wetu wa kwanza na the only child. So huyu ni mtoto mwenye alizaliwa during COVID. And we all know venye COVID ilikuwa. I think it's not something yenye tulikuwa tumepangia or something. I can't say tulikuwa in a position where we were really looking for a child. But of course we had been married for just over a year. So it's obvious sometimes you're like, at the right time, Mungu akitubariki, that is it.
So alikuwa oops.
Hakukuwa oops. No, hakukuwa oops, but hakukuwa planned.
Alikuwa ponyox.
Ilikuwa too open, like, you know what? We are married, so whatever happens, we go with it.
Yeah.
So the baby decided to come during COVID. And naeza sema it was also a blessing in disguise, because it's every parent's wish to at least breastfeed their child exclusively for 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
So COVID did that.
And we were home.
Yes, I was home.
So you did breastfeeding for 6 months exclusively?
Yes.
I can imagine venye mlikuwa na time mob na yeye.
Nakwambia kazi ilikuwa tu ni kukula, kunyonya. Kukula, kunyonya. And that was the rhythm.
Pregnancy ilikuwaje?
The pregnancy was smooth. Tunashukuru Mungu, but ilileta a lot of kukula. Hey. So you can imagine.
Nani alikuwa nakula wewe ama Ototo?
I am not going to blame the baby because hata mtoto mwenyewe hakuwa anajua. So I'll say mimi ndio nilikuwa nakula. So and breakfast was our favorite meal. So at least it's breakfast when I used to enjoy meals. So asubuhi, breakfast kwa nyumba, my packed breakfast porridge. And there was this thing that this pregnancy had with viazi karai to be specific.
Za Mombasani.
So there was a joint near work. So at 10 hivi.
This is a coast dishes.
Coast dishes, yeah. So at 10, like ilikuwa inaniita. So it was also a form of exercise. So it was really a smooth pregnancy. Mtoto hakuitisha, you know the way people say ati nilikuwa na cravings.
Mimi mtoto nasikia kunusa duster.
Duster. My sister.
Ile wet.
Hata si jasho ya bwanako. I hear kuna ile ya ati the man comes in and you just want to hug them and you want to stick there.
Kuna ule mwenye anasema not me, but just weird cravings.
Yeah, so for us I think ilikuwa Mungu pia there's a way huwa anapanga vitu. So for us there were no cravings. I think the only thing that I kinda didn't want and it was only for the first trimester was sukuma wiki. Matawi tulikata. kabisa.
Sio pesa ilikuwa inawasumbua.
Si pesa ilikuwa inatusumbua lakini
unajua pia pesa ikiingia matawi doesn't stay so good.
Sasa mimi nilikuwa nataka ile mboga ya kienyeji, you know, like managu, saga, terere, cabbage pia.
Sipendi kabichi.
Cabbage pia. Sijui kama ilikuwa mtoto but yeah, so that is how pregnancy was. So a smooth one, no issues, normal clinic visits.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was lucky. My husband was with me in all clinic visits
what
except
a husband.
for the ones that I was out of Nairobi.
What a husband. Yes. All clinics except when I was out of Nairobi. You know how sometimes we take for granted those husbands that have been there for their wives. True. Wakiwa na ball, wakienda clinics, wakipata watoi. Honestly for me, Ray, receive your flowers. Ata Ray has been there for receive your flowers for all I think all our children's clinics.
We thank
clinics.
God.
Yeah, he has been there. So sometimes we take for granted, but when you think about it honestly, it's a blessing. It's a sacrifice that they're intentional, they're there. So receive your flowers, Ray.
Kwa wingi.
There's a time we did an interview, a newspaper about now our firstborn. Alafu unajua venye newspapers wanaendanga wanaongeza chumvi na spice. So waliandika kwa I think it was headline at meet the man who runs home to clean the house and massage the baby. Who runs home?
Flowers kwa wingi.
Flowers for running home. Nilikuwa na imagine atuyo mjamati ametoka job tu ako hivi aende oshe mtoi. Manzi newspapers ukifanya interview zinaenda zinaongezwa spices. Yeah, but well done to Mr. Ototo.
Yeah,
I love it.
We also thank God for Ray.
Yeah,
it's a blessing that sometimes we take for granted.
Yeah.
I'd say because you know there are times ukienda clinic unaona venye hata tu unataka maji, especially when the pregnancy has advanced and even reaching just your bag.
You cannot. You become crippled.
Yeah, so for the men out there who are standing with their wives all through pregnancy,
well done guys. Well done. Now when you understand now, there's still time.
Do something.
You
can still be
inspired.
Yes.
Yeah. So you had was it normal delivery? I don't know why we call it normal delivery. They're all normal deliveries anyway. It's the word we use. So was it a normal delivery or CS?
It was a normal delivery. Yes. So I remember I had a clinic on Wednesday and I got my child on Friday.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday when we went for the clinic, our child was born in July.
Yeah.
So when we went for clinic that Wednesday, the doctor was like, it's so cold. Acha mtoto akuja kukadol, you know, like our keep warm. And I'm like, no, akiwa ndani, ibaridi ku overdress and many other things, you know. So it's like, daktari, please pause. Acha mtoto akuje time yake. So it was a mixture of things. Of course, pia kuna ukawoga being the first child.
Yeah.
So you're like, I am not ready, but anyway, we are never ready. So daktari akasema, what do you think? Tunaweza pata mtoto leo? I'm like, daktari.
Just like that?
Yeah, I'm like, daktari, no.
How many weeks were you?
I was at 39 weeks. Yeah, so alisema there's no hakuna
the baby was
kubwa.
Term,
the baby was
full term actually,
and anaweza kuja. So nikamwambia daktari, please acha tu akuje time yake. And you know sasa juu it's your first child, haujazoea. And then ako like, okay, tunaweza ona njia, you know. And I had heard people speaking about hiyo kucheck njia. And I didn't know.
2 fingers in the sky.
And I didn't know, like exactly, you know, when the doctor says tunaweza ona njia, of course nilikuwa nimeangalia Instagram, YouTube, I knew how it all goes, but I was not prepared. So it's like, are you okay? I need to get consent. I'm like, it's okay. Akasema sawa. So tukaangalia.
You're even lucky there was me I remember with my firstborn, mwenye alikam, first of all nilikuwa najua what happens? And then I see this tall guy na coming. Unajua tall, what that means, pia vidole, it was quite scary, but we survived. Women, well done.
Yeah. So for me, I think that bit of asking for consent, I was like, hey, daktari, I think ini kawaida, you know. So akasema pana, unajua lazima like mzazi akubali.
Yeah.
So I accepted, and after that, so after the swab, I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
As in, do we have the labor pains? Yeah. It was not painful, but it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So after that swab, I was unable to even walk. So I was like, maybe daktari anataka kabisa mtoto azaliwe leo.
I know.
But somehow we got home. The Wednesday kapita, Thursday kapita. So Thursday night, I was also lucky because, as we said, it was COVID time. And so our dear mom
was around.
And my brother, decided to be around to welcome the first grandchild.
Yeah.
So I get home and we're just watching TV, and I think I slept at the sitting room. So at around 1, they wake me up. Go and sleep. And I'm like, kwani ni saa ngapi? So there's a way. Apparently, my mom says there's a way I woke up from that much.
And she could tell something is off.
And she could tell something was off.
Yeah.
But also now, the weird bit, I did not love sleeping on the bed. I loved sleeping at the sitting room on the floor.
Pregnancies zinakufanya manenos.
Yes.
Manenos.
So my comfort was on the floor. So I remember the early months the pregnancy. Watoto was like, namwambia si ukuje tuhame tulale hapa. Ako like, kwa floor. Niko like, hapa ndio niko comfortable kabisa. So I loved sleeping on the mattress kwa floor. So venye nilisimama, my mom said something. But for me, I was like, maybe tu ni kuchoka or venye nilikuwa nimelala. So I went to the bed. At around 4ish, I couldn't sleep. I was uneasy and a lot of things. And I didn't know what was happening. So I'm feeling hot, I'm feeling cold.
I know.
I'm you're not sure. Happening.
Yeah. Is it labor? Is it false labor? Because also there is false.
Yes. I didn't even know if it's labor as at that time.
You're just uncomfortable.
4, it was too extreme. So what I did, I left Mister. I went to my mom first. I told her, because she's the one who, she takes time to shower and prepare. So I was like, Mom, amka, I think it's about time. Nikamwacha, nikakuja nikamwambia my husband, babe, amka, I think it's about time. But nikamwambia wewe chill kwanza, wacha nioge, alafu ndio utaingia.
Yani ulikuwa mpaka na time ya kuoga?
Yeah, nikaoga.
You were not in pain.
I think it was
just discomfort.
I didn't actually know that I can handle pain until when now I was during that period when I was having our son.
Yeah.
So nikaenda nikaoga and then I slept for 2 hours. It was the best sleep I had in my 3rd trimester.
Wow.
There was no that like discomfort. There was nothing. Ilisha venye nilienda nikaoga, nikatoka kwa bafu nikaingia kwa kitanda.
Wow.
Nililala 2 hours. Undisrupted. So wenye niliamsha walikuwa wanashangaa.
Huyu ametuharakisha nini ati twende hospitali? Yeah.
So nika after nimeamka now at 6 I woke up with pain that was so sharp. I was like, wow, what is happening? Katoka nikaenda nikapata nimeshapikiwa chakula and I was told, you have to eat. Maybe the child is about to come. Lazima
you need
ukule.
the strength.
So my favorite, my mom knows, and my husband. So nilikuwa nimepikiwa matoke.
But then now when labor comes, hauna nguvu ya kukula. So I understand when mom says lazima ukule. Thank God for our moms. Akisema tu lazima ukule, nijua najua labor zikikam, kwanza zile zenye zinakuja zimefuatana, you cannot eat and you also need strength now to push.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
So alinipush akaniambia kula tu. So hiyo I think we were already somehow in active labor kwa sababu ilikuwa 5 minutes. 5 minutes napiga magoti. Nilikuwa after 5 minutes napiga magoti, the pain subsides. So nilikula in between those pains. So after nimekula nimeshiba nikamwambia hapa itabidi tutoke. I think babe had left to go and run some errands. So tulipiga simu tukamwambia itabidi umeharakisha. So akakuja tukaenda hospitali. So shida ilikuwa kwa bump.
Kigoga bump ni hivyo.
When we would get to the bump nilikuwa nashikilia hiyo gari. Nilikuwa nasikia ni kama mtoto kabisa anatoka.
Was in induce.
So it was so kwa bump, and you know how thick a road is, like kwa bump ilikuwa like, oh god, is is it this? So kwa bump, but of course we got to hospital.
Yeah.
Our choice of hospital was Coptic. So when tulifika Coptic, niliwacha kwa gari, mimi shwa hadi kwa reception. Nauliza nimekuja kujifungua. I don't know, the receptionist was like, madam, uko sure hata uko in labor, like mbona uko peke yako?
Nimekuja kujifungua.
So nikamwambia, wewe nasikia uchungu, nimekuja kujifungua, hebu niambie what's the procedure. So I think walikuwa confused, huyu amejileta, procedure, nini naendelea.
Ako sure ako kwa labor first of all.
Wakaniambia enda accident and emergency. So me, I rushed to the accident and emergency. So nikaambiwa, of course, lala tena 2 fingers, you know? And at this time the pain, I think I didn't even feel the fingers, honestly.
Yeah.
So akaangalia na venye alimaliza, mimi nikasimama kutoka kwa kitanda niende nitafute watu cause niliwacha wakitafuta paki. So nikawapata.
Ulikuwa na energy?
I don't even know how that happened.
Ulikuwa na energy.
So mimi nimeketi na wananiuliza, umeambiwa nini? Hata sikuuliza nurse anything. Nilicheck mimi.
So after the 2 fingers, au kuuliza hata how far nini?
Nothing. I don't know where my head was actually.
Yeah.
So when nilimaliza hivi, mimi huyo nikaenda kutafutana na watu wangu. Nikawapata, nikawaambia. Wakaniuliza, nurse ama daktari amesema nini? Niko like sijui. So kidogo nurse anakuja mbio. Madam, you're not feeling uncomfortable? Namuuliza, uncomfortable why?
Niko tu sawa.
Akaniambia, wewe unazunguka hapa na uko 8 cm dilated.
8 centimeters.
I was like,
wow.
So my mom is also surprised.
Yeah.
So mtoto hata anaweza toka mbona
8 centimeters. You know, 8 centimeters umebakisha tu like 2 centimeters. Mtoto akuje.
Okay,
and you're not in pain.
As at that time, I was not in.
Hizo ndizo zinaitwa Hebrew birth.
I wish.
Ama it was just the calm before the storm.
I think like God's grace was sufficient.
Oh,
that's what I can say. Because when
it,
I look back, I really can't tell what that was.
Yeah.
But somehow, because I'm someone, pain kidogo tu hivi na kuanga like nasikia uchungu, you know, like nimesha try ku avoid. But hiyo siku, so akakuja akanirudisha accident and emergency. By that time, Gaina alikuwa shafika. So Gaina akauliza, huyu alikuwa hapa, she was 8 centimeters like 5 minutes ago. Okay, let's check. We'll check. She's 10. She's not supposed to be here. She should be in the delivery room.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, so it was to happen this fast. So you can imagine from when we got to hospital at around, I think, 9:30. It was barely 10 minutes. We were already at 10. So there, nikapelekwa delivery room. And of course, during COVID, the sad bit was, uko peke yako, watu hawaruhusiwi kuingia na wewe. Though, of course, the good mister had said, yeye maneno ya kuingia kwa delivery room.
Hataki
kufaint. And I had respected that because I knew like it was not something that ni kukataa.
Yeah.
And I was okay with it.
There are men that they can't stand. They can't.
Yeah. So
but
nilikuwa peke yangu. I think for him,
have you seen those memes of people fainting where we're in the delivery room?
I know.
Sio kurahisi.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
So kufika kwa delivery room, as much as we were at 10, the water had not broke. So bado tulikuwa tunangoja. So I think walikuwa nangoja maji break. Mimi saa hiyo niko kwa simu yangu na chat.
Uko tu sawa. The pains are not. Yeah.
I think the pains were bearable. Honestly, I was chatting to around 30 minutes to delivery.
Wow.
Yes. So I kept on chatting. After like an hour or so, the nurses were like, apana, hapa itabidi we just break the water because hata mtoto anaweza kuwa in distress. So they decided to break the water.
Yeah.
So after breaking the water, sasa, you know, you're not sure what you're feeling and all that. And because of the stories I had heard about when people are going to give birth, nilikuwa naogopa sana.
Yeah.
So
I can imagine.
I had a script in my head.
Yeah.
I remember telling one of the nurses, please, niambie tu kenye nafaa kufanya, tusikosane, nitoke hapa kama niko sawa na mtoto wangu pia sawa. I was like, tafadhali, sitaki tusumbane useme na kusumbua mwanze kunichapa makofi, you know.
Ulikuwa umesikia zile stories za nurses wa
huko kwa mapaja.
Mama, fungua mguu.
Exactly. Ati unaua mtoto. So I didn't want us to get to that point. I wanted all of us to come out there
Safe.
alive, healthy,
Yeah.
safe. And of course not to give also the nurses like a lot
Stress,
of
yeah.
stress and all that. So that nurse was actually shocked. Akaniambia, wow, okay. Nikamwambia wetu niambie. So she just told me, Kenya utafanya ukisikia tu a feeling of poop niambie, then I'll guide you. So of course we waited. Once the feeling came, I was like, nas akakuja. So nikamweleza kuko hivi na hivi, I'm feeling like the urge has come. Akaniambia, okay, that means that uko in active labor sasa.
You're ready.
So ukisikia hiyo pain ikikuja ndio una push. Usipush to like any other time. So we pushed the first one. The second one. I think the third one I passed out.
Oh, you passed out?
Yes, I passed out.
Wow. Okay.
So
and then now what happens when you pass out during the push?
I know I passed out because when I was pushing, I was just surrounded with 3 nurses.
Oh.
When I woke up, there was a gyna with his tools. Wow. So I remember feeling, because one of the nurses was Kissy.
Yeah.
So I remember just telling her in Kissy, Gakie, as in, I was blaming her.
Please.
I'm like, why did you call the doctor?
What does that mean?
So I was telling her, like, umeniacha tu peke yangu.
Leo tumeenda mpaka watu Nyarire.
As in, honestly, as at that time, I don't know how I spoke in Kisi, but
Yeah.
I was like, kwani nini naendelea?
It was the only language that could have come out at that point. Juu ya hiyo shock.
Yes.
Watu Nyarire kabisa.
So it was really, but then I rarely talk Kisi, but that time I was like, Nas umefanya nini? Mbona daktari amekuja na tools? For some reason, I thought to go theater or something. As in, it was so fast.
Yeah.
So reason why I knew I passed out is because he was there and with his trolley,
and you didn't see him come.
And I didn't see him come and all that. And he was like, now she whispered in my ear, we really need to help you. The baby is big, and for you people to come out safe, itabidi tukusaidie. And I was like, it's okay.
So by help they mean pushing, pulling.
So what she meant, now they had to do an episiotomy on me.
Oof.
Yes. So of course, for some reason I had heard about episiotomy and all those things, but I didn't know that it is not like when you're in active labor, you actually don't feel the pain.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I didn't even feel like the cut.
As in the
anything.
pain for the labor is too much that you can't feel a cut.
You can't feel a cut.
Yeah.
So it was I didn't feel the cut, honestly. I remember it was just like after the cut, it was like when the labor, when you feel like now it's active, the contractions are there, just tell us. Then I was like, the contractions have come, and then they were like, do one huge push with all your might. Yeah. And it was just that one push.
And the baby came
Izana
out.
was here.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What a moment.
Yeah. So of course, the first people, the dad and the grandma, they just had the cry. Yeah. And they were there because he cried immediately. He came out. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So of course, when there's a feeling we see even in the movies, once the child is born, unaletewa sijui kwa chest, sijui nini. Mimi, to be sincere,
you didn't feel it.
The energy that I had used, I was just told, it's a baby boy, 3.84 kgs.
Please take him away. Please take him away.
It was like,
oh, it's a baby. Oh, please take him away. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, you know, the last, and I'm going to do 3.84 kgs, baby boy. I'm like,
how kulia?
Skulia. As at that time, I was just like, thank you, God, we made it, both of us. Yeah, that's all that like was in my heart.
Yeah, and you just needed you.
I just needed me. As at that time, even that CG and it's okay.
And I think it's okay. Yeah.
For me, that didn't come.
You know, for many people, the stories I hear, even in movies, of course, mtoto akikuja, they cry, they cuddle, they nini. But for some women, there's this other side of women that enyewe kusema ukweli, ni kama kuna the side that really enjoy breastfeeding, and then there's those ones that they breastfeed because ni mtoto wangu, I'll breastfeed, but I don't really enjoy, and it's okay. Yeah,
we're all unique.
We are all unique. Yeah,
we're all unique. So that's how Ezana joined us in this world. Wow. Yeah.
So baby Ezana now is here.
Yeah, Sasa baby Ezana now is here, and you know now we've done the Agpasco. The Agpasco is when the baby cries, they measure it thrice. Yeah. So he had an Agpasco of 9, 10, 10. So like, oh, your
that
baby
means
is
he's
healthy.
super healthy.
Yeah, he was super healthy.
At this point, there's nothing that has been identified, nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing at all. And of course, there was there was some highlight there when the child came. They're like, come see the small girl who has brought a very big baby. So
how many kgs was the baby?
3.84. So
Wow.
everyone was rushing to come and see the big baby.
Yeah.
So of course after that, the
Sini ile kukula. So you've said you
viazi karai was
ndio
our
hizo.
thing, and
Ndizo
I
hizo.
did lots of cooking and experimenting with when I was pregnant with that child.
Yeah.
So of course after that, now the cleanup and all that. So once I was reunited with him, we were like, na mtoto ako na appetite, because you know alikuwa amekula mitten, ilikuwa wet. So venye nilitoka tu huko niliambiwa mtoto wako ni kama ako na njaa. And you know, for us, I also thank God for that moment, because you hear of mothers struggling for breast milk to come. True, you know, some take days, some even like it's just a whole process, and it's so draining. And for me,
like, some by the way, it completely doesn't come completely. So, I've had friends when the milk completely refused to come. When it came, it wasn't enough for the baby. So for us, despite my this is how I have been, the milk was enough, and it came kind of instantly in a way, because like, when it just suckled and the milk was there flowing, and I was like, hey, huyu atakuwa mtoto wa chakula, and you know, and we were all laughing and all that. And of course by that time our good friends had come along, friends that we walked with in this journey, and I really thank God for that couple. For that couple, they were just awesome. I love it.
Fiona and Elphas, may God bless you and keep you, because they sacrificed a lot.
Mmetumiwa salamu
Kabisa, wapokee salamu. Mob. They sacrificed. I remember when Elphas came, we called him Doc, and he was like, kwani tumbo bado iko? And I was like, you know, it had not hit me. I was like, ni kama tu bado niko napo. No,
unajua, by the way, when the baby comes, even me with my first child, nili struggle juu bado I felt like I was still pregnant. Tumbo bado ni kubwa. I think inatoka tu kidogo, but it still remains the same. You feel pregnant. Even the clothes that you are wearing bado ndizo tu utavaa until after a while sasa ndio tumbo inaanza kurudi. You still feel pregnant. Even the hormones, they don't go immediately. The things that you didn't like, bado kuna vitu zenye bado utapenda. With time, the body really changes. A lot of things change. Na zina take time before. It's a whole human being you've carried for 9 months. Is it 9 or 10 months? I feel like it's always 10 months or more.
I think I was not, like, you know, there's that bit that it's you now who is pregnant. You're like, so this is how it goes.
I know.
Like, tumbo bado iko hapo. And I was like, aiko imenihit. I'm like, tumbo bado iko hapa. Like, don't worry. At the right time, itaenda. So after that, we just slept. We were in hospital only for a night, and we were discharged the following day.
Oh wow! We thank God for normal deliveries. You know, for CS unakanga 3 days or 4 days. We thank God. So now